Now where was I?
You'd already got
Made it back over, picked up my mother-in-law. I went by my mother-in-law's house. It's probably gone. I could see the one chimney of the neighbors. Pretty much figured the house was gone, and the garage. And went back and nobody would. I told my wife, told her to tell other people. I said, I ain't telling her that her house is gone. She'll just have to wait until the morning and see. And Jody decides he's going to take her over there. Of course, she freaks out.
Who's Jody?
Her son.
Oh.
Takes her. Of course, she freaks out, clawing along the houses that are still there, chest deep, and her house is gone. Big old dramatic scene. That's my mother-in-law. Jody finally gets her out. She ain't drowned herself. So the house is gone. Next day, we show up with 4 chainsaws. I know it's gone. I called people, and we went to work for about 3 hours cutting brush off that lot. Everything would be bound up. You had to work in teams. One chainsaw would get bound up because there was so much pressure and debris. It was fun. It was a good time. We sifted through rock and shit, and we actually came up with a couple of the rings that were on a chest of drawers.
Wow.
Because they floated around, went over to the corner. Looked like the garage. Someone finally took the garage out and punched a hole in the rock on the upstream side, and it blew the house apart. Big safe on wheels was rolled all the way to the other end of the slab. Everything else pretty gone. Chimney's there. Everything else pretty much just gone. I go downstream. I find her roof. I said, that's her roof. Piled up a bunch of debris about 100 yards downstream. I walk around the tree. There's that shelf full of elephants sitting there. All the elephants are still on the shelf. Cabinet and everything intact. The whole wall had been taken off. Ran into the tree. Got protected by the tree. So that was the day George Bush landed over there at Fairgrounds, and they lined the Common Street with Hummers. Bush comes in, I think he's just governor then, and walks in the easy house that you could get in without a bunch of mud. Walked out and left, and the Hummers left. I was walking through all the reporters with a box full of elephants on my shoulder, you know. Out of the way, flood victim here. It was a good time. She didn't build for a long time. Everybody wanted outrageous money. Finally, she built a shell. 2 rooms, kitchen, living room. Me and my brother-in-law finished the inside. It was pretty nice. I've had a shop downstairs, third closed in, or 2/3 closed in. So she waits, you know, a couple of years to build a house, gets hassled by the city for living on her own property because we put an RV on her property. She got tired of living at her brother's. So she finally got the house built, and this was like 2 years later. That was 2000. 2 years later, flood comes up, washes the house away. That's the one you see on CNN.
Oh, is that the house right down there?
It floats by. It runs into the wire, the guide wire, and the wires touch, and everybody runs. Her son was one of those people on the video watching that. I didn't see it. I was on the road doing something. I got a call. Dude, house just washed. Said it vibrated. It was kind of a 90. What was this? It was a house like this, facing the river. This is all glass. 15 or 30 degrees. The water vibrated, picked up the house, spun it in its distance, and cut it loose. It's already turned around when you see it on TV. I remember bucket brigading all the plants to the front porch. I had emptied downstairs. First one I didn't get a warning. 98, we got a 16-hour warning. It was coming through the lake. That's the one that went over the spillway. Knew it was coming. Emptied downstairs, table saws, mowers, emptied everything out of the shop. Told her, you wanted me to empty this room. Decoupage on walls, headboard, all this decoupage crackle. She'd spent a month doing. She goes, no, I lost it once. If it goes again, it goes. I'll start over again. Well,
once.
9 o'clock that night.
In 72? Did she lose it in 72?
No, in 98.
Oh, this is the 2002.
This is 2002 now.
Oh,
we're in a stilt house that's sat there.
Yeah.
And
I didn't realize that was your mother-in-law's house.
It took off. Insurance paid the first one. She was late on the insurance on the second one. Got screwed on that one. And the lawsuit, she got screwed. She bought a house in Seguin, real far away from the river. But so that's how that ends. So that's how I became the keeper of Common Street property.